Friends, in the previous chapter, we saw the ELBAF arc reaching its absolute peak. But before we dive into the spoilers for chapter 1173, let's do a quick recap of what happened last time. The three knights of the world government are in the middle of kidnapping 10 giant children using GUNKO'S arrows, Sommer's invisible thorns, and Killingham's nightmare monsters. Total chaos has broken out in the Sun World. The MMAs are on a rampage. Schools and libraries are being reduced to ashes. The demonized Dory and Brogy are closing in to kill Jarul. Meanwhile, Rhodes sets out to save his brother, and Brooke gets separated from the group. In the midst of all this, Jarul reveals the bitter truth to all of ELBAF, that Harold wasn't killed by Loki, but by the world government itself, and he finally declares war against them. At the very end, Zoro stands tall before the demonized Dory and Brogy and says, "I have a plan." Now, let's get into the brief spoilers for chapter 1173. The chapter is titled Generation of Warriors, and the action kicks off with our favorite swordsman, Zoro. Zoro leaps into the air, landing right on the head of a giant, and from that position he unleashes absolute devastation on several giants at once. Just then, Dory and Brogy arrive and launch a synchronized attack on Zoro, but Zoro dodges with such insane speed that the two giants end up cutting each other clean in half. Zoro and everyone present are left absolutely stunned by the sight. Oda-sensei writes flashbacks like no one else, and it feels like the story of Gunko and Brooke is going to leave us in tears. In this chapter, Brooke stands before Gunko and reveals a truth that leaves everyone breathless. Gunko's real name is Princess Shuri, a member of royalty, recognized by her blue hair and two different colored eyes. Brooke calls her the father-killing princess. The person Gunko killed was Brooke's greatest benefactor, the same status that Shanks holds in Luffy's life. Gunko's heart begins to melt. She trembles, but suddenly, Imu seizes control of her once again. Using the last of her strength, Gunko screams at Brooke to run away before she transforms back into a mindless weapon, ready to strike him down. Meanwhile, Brooke's actions have managed to free Nami and the others from Gunko's power. However, Robin is still trapped. Suddenly, Sanji joins the team on the scene, but Robin is unable to move an inch due to Sommer's power. And you know what that means, right? Seeing Robin in this state, Sanji is about to go into berserk mode. Sanji is now extremely close to Gunko's location where Nami and the others are, and he is ready to take action. Could Sanji be the one to save Brooke in the next chapter? The tension on the battlefield escalates even further. Gerd and Goldberg prepare a massive combo attack with all their might. Mother MMA, two generals. Just then, Road makes his entry. He refuses to be left behind. Together, the three of them launch ELBAF's most terrifying technique, three generals roaring nation. This attack feels exactly like Dory and Brogy's legendary warrior nation, a force of nature that can turn anything to ash. But friends, when Sommer strikes this massive attack back, it lands directly on the transport ship waiting nearby. This ship was meant for the innocent children who were being taken as hostages to Marijoa, a plan to bring ELBAF to its knees and force them to support the world government. Before the children could even reach the ship, it is completely destroyed by Sommer's redirected attack. Horror is written all over Sommer's face, and the only words he can utter are, "Oh shit." The game has turned even darker. The future of ELBAF is now in grave danger. And the best part? No break next week. The storm of One Piece is not slowing down, so stay tuned.